coming. Please stop ringing. Stop ringing, I'm coming! What? Hi, Rex.
Is it a bad time?
No, come in, bless you. Bless you. Oh, hey, if I knew you were coming, I would have worn a towel. Even the sound of my own voice is too loud. What brings you by?
I can't reach Gigi in Paris, and I've got to talk to somebody about what happened at the party last night.
Is this about Echo? Did you ever find her?
Echo? You mean Echo de Savoy? My biological mother?
Well, Clint, I'm here at the DNA lab, and you're not. What, are you trying to figure out a way not to get tested?
Echo, I'm busy.
Well, then drop whatever it is you're doing. There's no getting out of this, not even for you. And you know what? I'm glad. I hate the fact that you made me lie to Rex. He's your son, not Charlie's.
That's a matter of opinion.
Well, not once the DNA test proves it. And I'm not going to jerk Rex around anymore.
Give me a break. You don't even know Rex Balsam.
What difference does that make? I'm feeling guilty enough about what I'm doing to Charlie. Hi, Chuckles.
And just what is it that you're doing to me that makes you feel so guilty?
Sorry to barge in, Clint. Such a shame Kimberly left you. Her replacement, your new assistant, is not at her desk. Do you suppose she went to a party last night, too?
I wouldn't know.
Couldn't have been half as exciting as the one that we went to. Oh, no. And I'm sure nobody dropped a bomb as big as Echo de Savoy's.
Is there something you want, Dorian?
You know what keeps going through my mind? Do you remember when Vicky and her Charlie were badgering you to reveal the real identity of Rex's father? I kept thinking that at any moment they were going to say your name.
You woke me up. Filling for my sons there at school. Next time, call first.
I'm here to see you.
I don't know you. Oh, good morning, Detective. What can I do for you?
It's Commissioner Bo Buchanan. And you are ready for it.
Commissioner? Well, I'm guessing you're not here with the welcome wagon.
Oh, you got that right.
What's that for?
I got it for Bo. It's just a little thank you for him talking to my ex.
Oh.
I know, it's a lame gesture, right?
No, that's not the problem.
Then what is?
Hey, Brody. You got the paperwork on the Munson caller?
It's right here.
Thanks. Hey. We need to talk about Natalie.
Hi. The paternity test results for my baby. I'm calling about the results of my paternity test.
I'll check.
Brennan.
I'll check.
I'm not a liar, and having to hide what I'm feeling and what I've done, I don't think I can do it anymore. I can tell her how I feel, but I can't be completely honest with her.
Why not?
Too many people will get hurt. What about Natalie?
The other day I lost my cool with her about the amnio thing, and I shouldn't have done that. And then you stepped in, and it set me off worse, okay?
Okay.
I guess mostly I was frustrated when I thought about her going through all that on her own.
Okay, that is about the biggest needle I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, and I'm sorry you didn't deserve that. Especially now that I know what you're up against as a father.
I'm sorry, but your paternity results aren't in yet. What do you mean they're not in yet? The doctor said that these results were going to be ready in a few days, but I guess it's really hard to read a calendar when you've got your head stuck so far up your...
I'm sorry, Miss Banks.
You know what? Save it. Call me when you get a clue.
Looks like you and I were just having the same conversation.
Ah, somebody ticked both of us off before noon. It's like the world's got a death wish.
The lab's dragging their feet on my amnio results, but who's got you so mad?
Oh, good, you're both here.
Hey, Mom. What's up?
Okay, I have something very important to tell you, and it is going to have a significant impact on your lives, no matter what the paternity results show.
So I walk in, and Echo's practically holding a press conference announcing to everybody that she's my mom, and then, she sees me, and she's all like, oops, you weren't supposed to hear that.
Oh, so is it true?
Who knows? I can't even think straight knowing that woman could be my mom. She's like a nightmare.
Well, okay, did she at least tell you who your dad is?
Yeah, she narrowed it down to 2 lucky contestants. Charlie Banks or Clint Buchanan.
What? Are you kidding me?
I wish.
So are you gonna find out which one it is?
Looks that way. Vicky demanded a DNA test from Echo, Charlie, and Clint. We'll find out soon enough if this is true.
So what are you doing here so early, Chuckles?
I guess I'm just a little anxious about finding out if I am Rex's father.
Well, I can understand that. I'm a little eager to prove that I'm his mother, too.
You didn't answer my question before. What are you feeling so guilty about?
Oh, Chuckles, it's just that I had this child and I never told you about it.
Yeah, and why didn't you tell me? I mean, were you telling the truth last night? It was really just because you were trying to put one over on Clint and pass the baby off as a Buchanan?
You heard what Echo said last night. She brought baby Rex to Landview to pawn him off as mine and try to bleed me dry, but fortunately she came to her senses first.
So instead, she dumped the baby at Landview Hospital, leaving half of the necklace with little baby Rex and half of her heart. Oh, so touching.
What's your point?
I don't know. What is my point? Oh, wait. I just remembered my point. My point is, Clint, I saw you with the other half of the necklace.
You'll have to excuse me. When I face the authorities, I like to have my pants on.
Well, I spoke to the Dayton Police Department, and the only reason you're not in prison right now is because of a technicality.
Yeah, innocence.
Then it should be easy for you to keep your nose clean. Because you're on my turf now. And if you hurt your sons or your ex-wife, you're gonna have to answer to me.
My ex. So that's why you're here. Inez done snagged herself a cop in shining armor.
Bo doesn't like plants? No, no, he loves, I mean, who doesn't like plants? Well, me, actually, because I'm allergic to them.
I had no idea.
No.
I'm sorry. Should I get rid of? You know what? I'll take it out of here.
No, it's just I'm his wife, and I'm always in here and everything.
No, of course. I'll just figure out another way to say thank you.
Oh, Inez, wait. this isn't about the plant, and well, it is. It's about the plant and the cookies. And,
don't tell me you were allergic to the cookies.
No, those were delicious. And you don't have to bake him cookies or buy Boo gifts.
He's just done a lot, and I just want to show my appreciation, that's all.
You know what? Just do your job well.
Has Bo complained? Does he think that I don't do my job?
No, not at all. I mean, I'm sure he thinks you're very competent. Well, I mean, more than competent. I'm sure you're...
Nora, if there's something that you want to say to me, just say it.
Inez works for me. She's my assistant.
Oh. And I bet she asked you to have this little chat with me. What did she say that I did to her this time?
She didn't even have to give me a reason. I could see how upset she is that you're here.
So you decided to harass me based on her poor me routine? That is classic Inez. Look, when we were married, and we would have an argument, as married people do, would she run to one of her girlfriends? No. She would go whining about how terrified she was to some guy and begging him to be her hero.
You don't know me, and you don't want to.
Commissioner, if I may, you're here to warn me, right? Well, let me return the favor. My ex has a strategy, okay? And you're falling for it. Hook, line, and stinker.
Bo is a very kind and generous man. We both know that. It's important not to read too much into his kindness.
Okay. What makes you think that I'm reading into it? Because I made some cookies and I brought in a plant?
You know what I mean.
You think I'm trying to steal your husband?
So, as you know, Echo de Savoy caused a great deal of trouble for your father and me many years ago, okay? At that time, the judge ordered her to leave Landview, which she did. She went to Atlantic City, where she immediately met Charlie.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what this has to do with my paternity test.
Oh. No, it's not about yours, it's Echo's. Because she was pregnant back then, right?
Oh, and she doesn't know which one is the baby's father.
Well, she claims it's Charlie, but I have my doubts.
So you're saying that we could have a half-sibling or a step-sibling?
Well, when do we get to meet this person?
Oh, you already have. It's Rex.
I don't know, Rex. I think it's a win-win. Aside from Echo, I think that Clint and Charlie are both terrific guys.
Are you serious? I'd rather be nobody's son than Clint Buchanan's.
Okay. What is your problem with Clint?
You saw me with a necklace. So what?
Oh, please. You pocketed that cheesy bauble so fast. I knew I had to be onto something, and now I know who the lucky lady is who was so underwhelmed by your cheap bijou. The cheesy Ms. de Savoy.
Oh, Torian Lord, among many other things, you have a vivid imagination.
But you know what I can't imagine? Why Echo would leave half of a necklace that you gave her on Charlie Banks' swaddled baby bastard. Unless, of course, Rex isn't Charlie's son, and he's yours.
Of course, what I said last night was true. I did try to pass the baby off as Clint's. That's why I didn't say anything to you. Come on, Chuckles. I mean, we were never really very serious, right? I mean, all we cared about was finding the next good party and having this great sex. I don't think it ever even occurred to us to talk about a future together.
Well, I honestly don't even remember.
Well, why would you? By the time I found out I was pregnant, we'd already drifted apart.
So when you showed up on Vicky's doorstep a few weeks ago, why didn't you just tell me then that we had a son?
Rex and I always thought that Roxy was our mother, and then it turned out that neither of us were hers. And now you're telling me that
my dad could be Rex's dad, so that means that we could really be brother and sister.
Yes, you could.
How great is that?
Oh, it's pretty great, considering you've always thought of each other that way anyway.
And I thought Rex was my brother twice, but now, if he's Dad's son.
Exactly. But if it turns out that Charlie is Rex's dad, that'll help Charlie deal with his grief over losing Jared.
Yes, it will. Anyway, I wanted you both to be prepared because either way, Rex is going to be a part of our family. Again.
It's great, but...
What?
Isn't it weird that Rex and my baby are in the same situation?
If something happened to you, I couldn't take it. Don't you know how much you and that baby mean to me?
When will you get the results of the amnio?
That's it. Natalie slept with her sister's fiance. Right then. Who am I going to tell first?
Can we just drop this?
No, we can't. You know why? Because every time Clint comes up, you have something negative to say about him. Why? He is a fantastic father. He's been nothing but warm and generous to me for the most part.
I know, and Natalie loves him. It's just... I wish I could reach Gigi.
You still don't think she's mad at you, do you?
Hopefully not. She left me a drunk but affectionate voicemail last night. I took that as a good sign.
Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, no.
Whoa, why are you so upset that Gigi drunk dialed me?
Not Gigi, me. Me. I drunk dialed last night, too.
You did? Who?
Joey! I left several extremely embarrassing messages telling him how I feel about him. I think the word naked might have been used.
Has he called you back?
No, I don't know. I was too afraid to call him back, so I gave my phone to Blair.
Well, it's gotta be around here somewhere. Let's find it. I bet he called.
All right, I'm going to go meet Charlie at the lab. I'd like to be there for him, even if it means seeing Echo.
Gosh, her coming into town's really got you freaked out.
Yes, it has got me freaked out. She is an inveterate sneak. She's a con. She's a liar.
Champ of a tramp, huh?
Oh, nicely put, Natalie.
Thank you. So, if Echo and Charlie turn out to be Rex's parents, then she's gonna be a little too close for comfort.
Oh, but, I wouldn't worry about that. There's no way that she can come between you and Charlie.
Yeah. I didn't say anything to you because I didn't know anything. I didn't know where he was. I didn't even know whether he was still alive.
Well, I suppose that's fair.
Came to Landview to try to track him down, knowing that I wouldn't have much luck. I mean, all I had to go on was that necklace that I left with him at the hospital. And then, of course, Vicky and Rex beat me to the punch when she had Rex break into my hotel room for her. And that's when they found my half.
I'm very sorry.
No,
about
don't
that.
be, because that's when I realized that Rex was my son, and I wanted to tell you sooner. I did, I really wanted to.
So then when you came by to see me that night after you'd heard about Jared, that was what you were trying to tell me, wasn't it?
Well, I knew that you'd already lost one son, and I didn't want to say anything until I knew something about our little boy. I didn't want you to get your hopes up.
Well, it didn't work, because my hopes are up, way up. Echo, I need to know the truth. Last night, you said that you were sure that Rex is mine. Now, is there any chance at all that he might be Clint's?
Are you afraid I'm going to tell the world that you're Rex Balsam's father? What are you looking for? Something to stab me, strangle me with? Oh, something to shoot me with.
At the moment, I don't need to shoot you because I am not Rex Balsam's father. This is the necklace that you saw me with. It's a gift for Inez Salinger.
I know you're not trying to steal my husband. That's such an outdated concept. My marriage is fine.
Then why is it that every time I'm within 10 feet of Bo, doing my job, you start pushing Clint on me?
Well, you're new in town and you're single, and I thought that maybe you'd be interested in meeting someone who was available, since Bo isn't.
I know Bo is not available. He loves you. You are adorable together.
Adorable?
I mean, Nora, I'm harmless. There is no need for you to feel threatened.
I'm not threatened.
I'm not here to talk about Inez. I'm here to warn you. Watch your step.
She tell you I kicked her out? That I forced her to leave James and Bobby behind? Is she singing that old tune?
Actually, she needed a job. I gave her one.
Yeah, because of her office skills, right? No, you hired her because she was hot. I know.
You know, the more you talk, the harder I'm gonna work to get you out of this town.
Yeah, Natalie told me that this guy Ford might be the father of Jess's baby.
Yeah. Been wanting to talk to you about it, but with everything else going on.
Just forget about it. It's understandable. I mean, you're handling this a lot better than I would. I mean, if I was in your situation, I don't know what I'd do. Actually, I do. I'd probably rip his head off.
What I'm saying is, I don't see you as a threat for Ro and me, okay? I'm just annoyed.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be annoying.
No, well, people don't mean to. I didn't say you're annoying.
What is it exactly that you find so annoying? I mean, besides the cookies and the plant. I mean, is it that I've asked Bo to help me with my sons?
Your boys are grown men, and they're perfectly capable of taking care of themselves.
You don't know my ex, and you don't understand what he's capable of. Or, I'm sorry, is it that you think I asked Bo to talk to Eddie because I wanted to see how far he would go for me?
Oh, God, Inez. I think you have a crush on my husband.
Look, Commissioner, I am squeaky clean, all right? Now, I have barely left this apartment since I got here, and I certainly haven't broken any laws.
Are you sure about that? Because someone gave your son a hell of a beating, landed in the hospital.
I know what I saw. This isn't the necklace I saw you with. And you're working so hard to convince me? Makes me only more certain that Charlie Banks isn't Rex's father and you are.
You were also certain that David Vickers would marry you.
Cheap shot. That's another sure sign. So why are you so hell-bent on denying that you are Rex's father?
Oh, found it!
You keep that thing away from me. All right, just tell me if Joy left me a message.
Okay, let's see.
He didn't call.
It's still early in London.
Actually, it is later.
Sure?
Yeah, it was when I lived there. Oh, you should have heard what I said. Joy must think I'm a complete idiot. Still the same lovesick adolescent. No, worse, that I have turned into a lunatic spinster who will die alone along with the 300 cat.
Kelly, get a grip! You probably didn't get the message.
You really think so?
Sure, yeah. Overseas cell calls are weird. Satellites are tricky.
How am I gonna find out? Come on.
Call him again.
Marty, what do you want?
I want to apologize. I'm sorry if I made trouble for you at Tay's party last night.
You didn't. John already knew about the amniocentesis. Thanks to you telling him. Still not sure how you got a hold of my medical file, but be sure that I will find out.
I told you that ended up on my desk by mistake.
Is that so?
I'm just relieved to know that you had the amnio done as a precaution to make sure the baby's okay.
Why? Did you think I had it done for some other reason?
Jessica and I decided to have a paternity test run with her amnio. So if Ford's the father, we'll know soon enough.
I'm sorry, man. No one deserves to go through that. But you know you're a good guy, Brody. And if it's what you want, even if you're not the baby's biological father, I know you're going to find a way to love it as if it was your own.
Could you do it? Love another man's baby?
No. I guess you never know until you get there, right? You know, just hearing all this, I'm just glad I don't have to find out.
You didn't tell him about the amnio because you didn't want to upset him. You didn't want to worry him, and there I went and gave him something to worry about. You were just trying to protect him from having his heart broken again the way it was when I lost his baby. Tom was so very eager to have a child. Of course, I don't have to tell you that.
No, you don't. Well, now you've apologized, I've accepted, and that's the end of that. So goodbye.
Actually, I'd like to talk to Jessica. I have a little surprise for her.
She's in the living room.
Thank you. You know, I wasn't pregnant long enough to have an amnio. But I am truly amazed at what they can find out these days. It's remarkable, isn't it? Hey, hot mama.
I was with both you and Clint in a fairly short amount of time, and the timing of Rex's birth, I guess it could go either way.
You know, wait a minute. Last night, you said that you were not pregnant when you met me. Are you sure about that?
It was a long time ago. And I was upset. I mean, Vicky was all over me.
Well, you mean that it's possible that Rex is not mine? I mean, Echo, I need to know.
And I'm just saying that the DNA test will prove everything. But what I do know for sure is that you'd be a better father to Rex than Clint could ever hope to be.
You know, I actually pretended to be Rex's father once.
Is that what he was talking about last night?
Yeah, it was a long story, but during that time, Rex and I became very close, and I started really feeling like he was my own.
Chuckles.
Look, I know that I can't ever replace Jared, but I would just love it if it turns out that Rex really is my son, our son.
I want that too, baby.
I want that too.
I'm sure that Vicky will want to be at the DNA test. She'll want to make sure that you don't cheat. A bientôt.
I didn't beat up Bobby, but I was sure as hell like to know who did, and I am flattered that you think that I could take him on. Look, I got no gripe with my boys.
That's good. And let's keep it that way. And you keep your hands off James, too. And don't even think about going near Inez.
So tell me, Commissioner, how does your wife feel about you and Inez?
When you're driving your car, I want you to take a look in the rearview mirror, because you're going to see me or one of my officers right there. You stop for gas, we'll be there. You decide to cross the street against the light, we're on it. Because I'm going to be watching every move you make. And if I don't like the direction you're headed, then I am going to make your life so miserable that you're going to regret you ever came to this town.
Bo's a wonderful man, and I'm really grateful for everything he's done for me, but I don't have a crush on him. He's my boss, and I'm dating his brother.
The one I have to push you on. Listen, Inez, I see the way you look at him.
Nora, I don't even know what to say to you, and I'm sorry that you feel this way, but I am not going to quit this job. I need the money.
I'm not asking you to do that.
Then I don't understand what else I can do. I mean, other than keep my distance from Bo, because clearly you don't feel like you can trust us around each other.
I trust Bo.
You just don't trust me. All right, I can understand that. God, I'm glad that you were finally honest with me.
So am I.
I just hope we can get past this, and maybe someday we could even be friends.
Hey.
What did I miss?
Oh, it's just I was clearing a few things up with Brody. How are you?
We're fine.
That's what I like to hear. Hey, look, I am working this big case, and I will catch up with you later.
Okay.
All right.
Right, we've got the homework.
What is it now?
Marty, she got a hold of my OB-GYN records. Now she's on the warpath.
Yeah, I just have to take it easy, but the baby is perfectly healthy.
Oh, that is so good.
Yeah, it is. But actually, I was, a little worried about you. I'm so sorry to hear about Cole.
Thank you.
I can't even imagine how awful this must be for you. And, if I was you, I'd want to blame someone too.
So Natalie told you that I blame her.
Yeah, she did. And Marty, she feels awful about this whole thing.
Does she?
Yeah, she didn't want to see Cole go to prison. And I know that you did not mean it when you swore that you would get back at her. Natalie was just doing her job. She couldn't just lie to the PD or to John.
Sweetheart. Echo?
Hey, thank you for being here.
Oh, darling. I would not have missed this.
I was just telling Echo how much I was hoping that what she said last night was true, that Rex really is my son.
And what did Echo have to say to that?
Well, come to think of it, she didn't really say much of anything, one way or the other.
Nobody lies to me and gets away with it. And Clint, you of all people should have learned that by now. Let's see.
As I recall, Echo was very clear last night. She said there was no chance that I could be Rex's father.
Well, I don't see any point in speculating. The DNA test will tell us exactly what we need to know. So where is Rex?
I'm right here.
Oh, good. Well, let's get this over with.
Let's see, we're here to determine paternity for Rex Balsam. Are all the involved parties present?
Yes, they're here.
And are you all ready to provide your DNA samples?
I'm not. I don't want to do this. So I'm not going to.
Well, I don't care if you have to put me on cargo. I need to be on that next flight to London. Thank you so much. Bye. All right, Joey. Here I come, whether you want me or not.
I'm looking for an address in Landview, Pennsylvania. Salinger. Inez Salinger.
Okay. I've been thinking, and I think that you are absolutely right. Giving this to Bo was completely inappropriate, and I'm gonna get
No.
that.
No. I was wrong. I overreacted,
No,
Inez.
I don't
I'm
want to send the
sorry.
wrong message. I really don't. And besides, you're allergic.
No,
so I'm
no.
gonna take it out.
Listen, plants are healthy.
No,
They're good
this
for
is
the air. No.
It's too much, and I'm
No,
gonna,
please don't
no.
be ridiculous.
Yes.
Bo is going to absolutely love it. No, he will. He'll love it.
What's going on in here?
So last night at Todd and Tia's party, Marty basically told John that I was a liar and then shoved my amnio papers at him.
It was bad enough when she just suspected there was something going on between us. Okay, it's one thing if she knows that you had an amnio. Does she know about the paternity test?
I don't know. She didn't mention it, and she had every chance.
So, maybe she doesn't know.
I'll admit I was very upset when Natalie put together the evidence against Cole. And I said some things that I do regret, but I think Natalie's blown this out of proportion.
Has she?
Oh, come on. You know how dramatic she likes to be. It's part of her charm.
But how are we supposed to find out what Marty actually knows? I mean, I can't exactly go up to her and be like, hey, have you figured out yet that Brody might be my baby's father?
What do you think she's gonna do if she finds out?
I don't know. But Brody, I just left Marty alone with Jessica.
You know, I told Natalie that you didn't mean it, that you'd get back at her. You know, it's just not the person you are. And I hope you know, Natalie would never intentionally hurt you.
Of course she wouldn't. I admire you, for standing up for your sister like that. It's very touching. But I didn't come here to talk about Natalie.
Well, of course you didn't.
I came here to talk to you about Brody.